Hello students, I am Mohammad Sadiq from Level Up Tutorials, and today we'll be trying to cover chapter number 1 of 7th standard, that is integers. So before starting this chapter, we need to study about other types of number which are involved in the same. So the types of number which you need to study in order to grasp up the concept of integer is the first number system which you need to study is known as natural numbers. The second number which we need to study is about whole numbers. The third system we need to study is about integers, which is our topic of interest right now. And the fourth number is real numbers. So the first number, which are natural numbers, are abbreviated by the symbol N. Whole numbers are abbreviated by the symbol W. Integers are abbreviated by the symbol Z, and real numbers are abbreviated by the symbol I. So now, if we look into the natural numbers are such numbers. Example 1, 2, 3, 4. We can say that these numbers are counting numbers. Now, what do you mean by counting numbers? The numbers which you can count, okay, which you can assign a count. That is, there is one pen, two mobile phones. You can quantify the particular thing, which is known as counting numbers, or is also known as cardinal numbers. So natural number consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to infinity. Now, second type of number are known as whole numbers. This whole number consists of all natural number plus the important number 0. So what are whole numbers? Whole number includes all natural number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity, plus 0. Here the word 0 is very much important. So if all the natural numbers include 0, then this set of number are known as whole number. So now the topic of interest, which is integers. Integers are all whole number plus their positive as well as their negatives. So this includes all whole number including 0 with their positives and negative. Example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and so on. So integer are a set of numbers which includes all the positive ones as well as the negative ones. The fourth one, which we will just describe it, we will not go in much of its depth, includes two sets of numbers which are rational and irrational. Okay, we will not talk about this number in detail, which we will study in the later on or in the upcoming chapters. So there are total 4 numbers as per your academics. First number is natural, which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, which are also known as cardinal number or counting number. The second one is known as whole number, which includes all the natural number plus the number 0. Third one is integer, which includes all whole number including their positive and negatives. And the fourth one is real number, which is further division into two parts, that is rational and irrational. So please make a note of it. Okay, so now the another concept regarding integer is representation of integers on number line. Now what do you mean by number line? See, number line is nothing but the way of showing of integers. It's a way of description of integers. So just we have to draw a straight horizontal line, which is also known as the number line, and start with the neutral number in the middlemost part of the number line, and give the name is 0. So the middlemost number of your number line will be 0. Now on the right hand side, that is this, there will be all the positive numbers, and on the left hand side of the 0 there will be all the negative ones. So if we keep up 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, similarly -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Now also remember that there are lot of decimal and fractions which are there between any two integers. Okay, suppose we take example of 1 and 2. There are chances that there are lot of fractions and decimals in between them, that is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and so on. Numerous fractions and decimals and other numbers are there between any two integers. Okay, similarly the case applies for the negative ones. Okay, now let me ask you a question to make it much more clear regarding the number line. Now see, if I ask you on the right hand side, which is the bigger number, which is the biggest number, your answer will be, sir, the bigger number or the biggest number is 4. Yes, you are correct. The biggest number on the right hand side of the number line is 4. Now if I tell you to focus here, that is on the LHS side, negative side, let me ask you the same question once again. Which is the biggest number here? Yes, your answer must be this. If this is your answer, you are wrong. See, in negative, that is in the negative side of the representation of number line, in the negative side of the number line, the rule of smaller and bigger works opposite. That is, in case of the negative ones, -1 will be the bigger number, it will be the largest number. Okay, so if I ask you that which is the biggest number here, your answer must be this. -1 is your biggest number. Now if I ask you to make a comparison between this and this, which is the smaller one, your answer will be this. Okay, if I ask you to make comparison between -2 and -4, which will be the smaller one? -4. Which will be the bigger one? -2. Okay, so you need to just understand, you need to remember that on the positive side the rule works flawlessly without any type of crux, but on the left hand side the rule works opposite way. That is, the smaller number is the bigger number on the left hand side. That is -1, that is 1 is the bigger number here. In case of RHS, the rule works smoothly and normally. Clear? Please make a note of it. So rules for addition and subtraction regarding the integers. Rule number 1. If there are two integers who are carrying positive signs, then plus and plus will be plus, that is addition, but sign of greater number. Okay, example, 2, which is a positive integer, plus 4, which is a positive integer. So plus plus, that is plus plus, we have to add 4 plus 2, 6, and sign of the greater number. So here the greater number is 4 and the sign before it is plus. So your answer will be plus 6. Clear? So this is the first rule of addition and subtraction. Second one is, if there are two integers wherein there is plus and minus, that is a number carries plus sign and another number carries minus sign. So what will you do is, plus minus will be minus, that is you have to subtract, and the sign of greater number. So by taking an example, suppose First of all, we have a positive number, that is 4. Now we are adding it. Now another negative number. Always remember to put the negative number into brackets. It will help you in solving this sum. So another number, let us take minus 7 is equal. So what we have to do is, first of all, we try to solve this bracket with the help of this. So one number is plus, another number is minus. So plus minus, we have to minus, that is subtract. So plus minus, that is minus 4 minus 7. Now plus minus minus, we have to subtract, and sign of the greater number. So the greater number from this 2 is 7, and the sign before it is minus. So the answer will be minus 3. Okay. Please make a note of it. The third rule for the addition and subtraction of integer is, suppose, let us take an example that if there are two negative numbers, then our formula or the rule says that if there are two integers which are negative in number, then our answer will be plus. That is, you have to add those number and sign of greater. So let us take an example. Minus 7. Okay, then we will have to add it. Once again, there is minus sign, we'll put it in the bracket, and here we will take 2 minus 2. Now let us solve it. So first of all, try to solve the brackets, that is plus minus minus. So minus 7 plus minus minus, that is minus 2. Now there are two signs, two integers with two negative numbers, we have to add it. So 7 plus 2, that is 9, and the sign of greater, the greater number, here it doesn't matter because both of the number carries the same sign, that is negative. So we'll put up here negative. So answer is minus 9.